All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are deconstructing something you've probably seen all over the internet, the I am affirmation economy. It's this massive online movement where people are convinced that just repeating a couple of simple phrases can completely transform their financial destiny. So, can two little words really change your financial future? I mean, that's a huge claim, but it is the exact promise at the heart of this entire I am movement. The core philosophy is pretty simple. You can literally change your reality by changing your language, and it all starts with those two words. And we're talking millions of people listening to these kinds of videos, repeating hundreds and hundreds of I am statements, all designed to attract wealth and success. People are spending hours, just listening to these tracks. So for this explainer, we're going to actually break down the script of one really popular video to figure out what's the philosophy here? What are they actually saying? Okay, so the power of I am. First things first, what is an affirmation anyway? Before we can spot the patterns here, we really need to know what we're looking at. So an affirmation is basically a carefully worded statement you repeat to yourself. It's designed to push back against all those negative thoughts and, build up a belief you want to have. The real trick here is that you're stating a future you want as if it's already a fact, right now. And in this whole economy, every single one of these starts with those same two powerful words, I am. Things like, I am living in wealth, success, and overflow now. The source video we're looking at has literally hundreds of these, repeated again and again. But what's really fascinating is that they're not just random hopes. They are strategically built around a couple of key ideas, or pillars, really. Okay, so let's get into pillar one, the mindset. This is all about building the internal belief system. The whole focus here is on the internal game. Completely reprogramming your mind, your beliefs, and how you fundamentally see your relationship with money and success. And these mindset affirmations, they really zero in on a few key things. Feeling worthy of success, believing that it's inevitable, building up your mental resilience, being open to actually receiving good things, and, starting to adopt a wealthy perspective. The whole goal is to build this psychological foundation. It's about making you truly feel like you deserve wealth and that success is basically guaranteed, way before you see a single dime of it. Take this one, for example. I am wealthy and mindset and reality is catching up. Man, this statement just perfectly captures the core belief here, doesn't it? The idea that your internal mindset, that's the real reality. And the physical world, your bank account, all that stuff, it's just lagging behind, trying to catch up. I mean, that is a really powerful psychological reframe. Or this one, I am not lucky, I am prepared. I love this because it's a total rejection of the idea of luck. It's saying success isn't some lottery ticket you just happen to find. No, it's a train that's coming and your only job is to build the station. The real work is just being prepared for when it pulls in. But here's the thing. A strong mindset is only ever treated as the starting line. The source material is super clear that belief inside your head has to be matched with behavior out in the world. And you can see the difference so clearly here. The mindset stuff focuses on your internal state, like I am financially confident. But the action stuff, that focuses on your external habits, like I am building assets that work harder than I do. It's the difference between thinking like a wealthy person and acting like one. Which brings us right to pillar 2, action. This is all about building the external habits. This is the pivot point, right? Where we go from abstract belief to concrete, real-world action. It's all about turning that inner confidence into actual habits that, create wealth. So the action affirmations, they focus on things like consistency, creating value for other people, building systems, disciplined execution, and turning your actual skills into income. The whole story changes here. It's not about passively waiting for money to fall into your lap anymore. It's about you actively building, creating, and providing value. You're supposed to see yourself as the engine of your own success. And this one really stands out. I am consistent when others quit. This is such a critical idea in these affirmations. The main thing that defines success isn't being a genius. It's just sheer resilience. It's the discipline to keep putting one foot in front of the other, especially when everyone else has given up. Then there's this. I am turning my creativity into currency. This one draws a straight line from your talent to your bank account. The message is simple. You already have the raw materials to build wealth. The real work is just to figure out how to package, systemize, and monetize the skills you've already got. Okay, so this brings us to the real goal of all this, identity. Because it's not actually about the money, it's about you. So we've talked about mindset and we've talked about action, but when you put those two pillars together, you start to realize the end game here isn't just a fatter bank account. No, the real goal is something way, way deeper. And here it is, the crucial point. The whole point of these affirmations is to upgrade your entire identity. This is really the main takeaway from digging into this. The entire system seems engineered to fundamentally change who you believe you are. The goal is to become the kind of person for whom wealth and success are just a natural, logical outcome of who they are, not some lucky break. I mean, look at this quote straight from the source. I am upgrading my identity to match my future. This one just lays the whole strategy out in the open, right? It's all about actively, consciously building the identity of the person you want to become and starting that process today. And this one, I'm becoming the person my future requires, reinforces that same idea. See, personal growth isn't just some vague, nice-to-have goal in this world. It's framed as a non-negotiable requirement. You have to become the person who can handle the success you say you want. It's about becoming a big enough container to hold everything you're asking for. So, when you look at it this way, the entire system is really a tool for self-reprogramming. And why does that matter? Well, it completely changes how you see these affirmation videos. They're not just a magical wish list you're sending out to the universe. They're actually a pretty systematic training program designed to rebuild your self-concept, using repetition as the main tool. And this line just wraps the entire philosophy up with a bow. I am attracting abundance through who I am becoming. It says it right there. The attraction isn't the first step. The transformation is. It makes it clear that wealth is just a byproduct of your personal growth. First, you do the work to become the person. Then you get the results that kind of person naturally gets. So that leaves us with this final question, right? Do these affirmations actually attract wealth from the universe, or do they just build a person who is way more capable of going out and creating it? Is this some mystical cosmic process, or is it a very practical psychological one about building a more disciplined, more confident, and more action-oriented version of yourself? You know, maybe the real power lies somewhere in the middle.